This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you the incredible new Revenue Accelerator Roulette system by Warren. This looks unbelievable. I'm going to be using it at the casino tonight. Today, we're going to put his system, the Revenue Accelerator, up against JS21 in a head-to-head matchup, and JS21 is going to go first. I'm going to show you how to use both these systems to make money in the casino. Let's start with JS21 and place the bets. We're going to be on first 12 and second 12 for 10 each. Let's go ahead and spin, and the timer's set for 15 minutes. Here we go. Okay, that's a 9 red to start, and that's a win. So once we have if we keep getting wins, we just stay right here. We're up 10, and let's go ahead and spin again here. I'm going to show you what to do when we have losses, and let's see what we get here. That's a 32 red. Okay, so we have a loss. When we get a loss, what we do is we spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0, and then we will increase the bet. And I'll show you by how much here in a second. And look, it just saved us right there. We would have lost on 34 red because the only way to lose with JS21 is third 12 or 0. And we're eliminating that by not betting until it stops. So it finally stopped. Now we're going to go from 10 to 30. And spin. Here we go. So we basically went up two $10 units. And here we go. Okay, we lost. So we sit out again. And we go ahead and spin. And we make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. And this basically eliminates losing with a streak of third 12s or 0s. And, okay, we didn't hit third 12, so it's time to bet again. But this time, instead of 30, we're going to go to 50. We're going to go up 2 units again, and let's spin. All right, here we go. That's a 31 black. And we lost again. So this is about the worst start that you could have with this, but that's okay. I'm going to show you why. We're going to spin again until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And that's a 21 red. We didn't hit third 12 or 0, so now we increase by 2 units again. And now we'll have 70 instead of 50. Let's go ahead and spin, then we'll check our balance and show you what to do next. Here we go. Okay, we finally got a win with 11 black. All right, so you can see we're minus 100. So what we do now is we just keep the bet the same and spin. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Okay, that's another win with 8 black. So now you can see we're minus 30. We just rebet and spin again. We leave the bets the same until we're at or near session profit. That's a 7 red. That's another win. Okay, so even after that horrible start, we're up 40 now, and now we go back to 10 each. And we remember that we were at 40 because that's important with this system, and we're off and running again. Okay, that's a win with a 20 black. And let's see how many wins we can get in a row before we get a loss here. We're up 50. And sometimes you can go a while. Sometimes you lose right away. But it's amazing to see that even with the worst start you can imagine, we're already back up again and doing well. And we're up $60. So let's just rebet and spin again here. We're 3 minutes in out of 15 with JS21. That's a loss, 27 red. So we spin without betting until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And again, if you had 20 in a row, third 12s here or 0s, you wouldn't lose any of them, which would be fantastic. And we didn't hit third 12 or 0, so we increased by 2 units. Now we have 30 each instead of 10 each, and here we go. That's a 35 black, and we lost. So we spin without betting. We make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. And let's do that first here. And we did not, so it's time to bet again. So we increase by 2 units. So we go from 30 to 50. And remember, we were up 40 before. That's important. And here we go. That's a 29 black, and we lost. So again, now we sit out again, and we spin until we don't hit third 12 or 0. And again, if there were 20 in a row, we wouldn't lose any of them from this point on, and we didn't hit third 12 or 0, so we increased by 2 again, and we're minus 120 currently, but that's okay. We're at 70 each, 140 total now. Here we go. And that's another loss. So again, really bad start, but that's okay. We're going to spin again until we don't hit third 12 or 0, and make sure we don't have a string of those. And look at that, it just saved us money right there, so we spin again. And like I said, if there were 10 or even 20 of these in a row, you wouldn't lose any of them. Okay, it's time to bet again. So we increased by 2 units again. So now we'll have 90 instead of 70. 180 total bet. And here we go. That's a 13 black. That's a win. Let's check our balance. Okay, we're minus 170, so we just stay right here at 90 each. It seems like we're doing really poorly because we started bad, but you just watch. It won't take long, and we'll be back where we need to be. Okay, so now we're minus 80. We just rebet and spin, and believe it or not, even after all this craziness, if we get a win here, we'll be back in profit. But we got a loss, and that's okay. So we sit out, and we make sure we don't have consecutive third 12s or zeros in a row. Let's do that first. And look at that, it saved us money again. We would have lost that one. So let's spin again. And you know, there could be 10 of these in a row. It won't hurt me at all. Look at that, we would have lost that one. So we spin again. We would have lost the last 3, but we didn't. And here we go. Okay, it's finally time to bet again. So now we're going to add 2 units. And now we're at 110. Let me back one of those off. There we go. 220 total bet, and let's see if we can get some wins on first and second 12 now. Okay, we got a win. That's 14 red. Fantastic. So we're minus 150. Let's rebet and spin again. Here we go. That's a loss though, 32 red. So we just spin again without betting. And let's do that first. This is a $2,000 bankroll system, but you can also play this with a $200 bankroll in dollar units. But I sure bet we come back before the 15-minute mark and make some money. We didn't hit third 12 or 0, so we increased by 2 units again. Now we're at 130 each, 260 total. Then we'll check our balance again. Okay, that's a good one. 23 reds. That's a win. Okay, so we're minus 240. We just rebet and spin with 130 each on there. 6 minutes, 40 seconds in out of 15. There's another loss, though. So this is, you know, probably one of the worst sessions of JSN 21 I've seen, but we're okay. It's not going to bother me any. In fact, actually, we're at 130 each, and we need to remember that. We're going to spin, and before we increase that bet, make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0, and we did again, so we would have lost that one as well. And we're going to spin again here. I'm going to show you in a second how many times we would have lost if we hadn't been doing it this way. So we're going to go from 130 to 150 now. Okay, here we go. And we would have lost 26, 32, 27, and 25. So we're at 150 each, 300 total now. We're only 7.5 minutes in out of 15. Plenty of time to come back. But my goodness, it just keeps hitting us with the third 12s. So we spin again. And this is why we have a $2,000 bankroll. But you can also do this with a $200 bankroll and dollar units. So don't forget that. You don't have to bet that much. And we're going to increase by 2 units again. Now we have 170 each, 340 total. And let's get a win. Okay, we got one with 23 red. Eventually, we're going to go on a run of winning numbers because we have more numbers covered than not. So you need the bankroll of the $2,000 or $200 to wait for that string of wins. And now we're getting a couple in a row here. We're minus 460. Let's rebet again. And let's wait for our moment. Okay, good. Another win. So maybe this is our moment. Let's find out. Let's rebet and spin again. We're keeping the bet the same until we have another loss. And just as I say loss, we lose again, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and spin without betting. And let's make sure we don't have a string of third 12s and zeros. And guess what? It saved us again. We would have lost that one, but we didn't. So eventually, it's going to get away from hitting third 12 all the time. And we need our bankroll to last until that point happens. So let's go ahead now and add 2 more units. Now we're at 190 each, 380 total. Still plenty of bankroll. We'll check that in a second. We're 9 minutes in out of 15 now. And there's a win with 2 black. Let's see if we can get a string of wins going here. And we're minus 440. We'll just rebet and spin. And here we go. That's a 26 black, though. That's another loss. Look how many third 12s we've had. My goodness. But let's go ahead and spin without betting. Then we'll check our balance again and show you how much bankroll we have left. Look at that. We would have lost that one too. So let's keep spinning. Even if there were 20 of these in a row, we're not going to lose them. And look at that. We would have lost that one. This is just a barrage of third 12s and zeros. We would have already lost our entire bankroll if we were just betting on first and second 12 and not doing it this way. But let's see if we can turn the tide. And let's increase by 2 units again. You can see we're minus 820, but we still have $1,200 left. Let's go on a run here. We still have plenty of time. But my goodness, another one, 34 red. Oh my goodness, let's spin without betting. And here we go. Oh my God, we would have lost that one too. Good thing we didn't bet. Let's spin again. This is just a barrage of third 12s and zeros, but we still have time to come back if we can just stop hitting third 12s. But we didn't lose on that one. But my goodness, 26, 0, 35, 34, 27, and 27 again. We need these third 12s to eventually stop, but at least we're not losing on them right now. And it's time to bet again, finally. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's start a winning streak. Okay, we still have about $800 left, close to it anyway. We increased by 2 units. Okay, finally we got a win, 24 black. Let's see if we can get a string going here. Let's rebet and spin, and it seems almost insurmountable, but I guarantee if we get about 5 wins, we're going to be back where we want to be again. Let's see if we can do that. So there's a 2 in a row. So we're minus 780. Let's see if we can get 3 in a row. Eventually it should happen as long as we are patient, and we finally got another win. So that's 3 in a row. Okay, you can see that our losses are starting to diminish. Let's see if we can get 4 in a row. Okay, we got 4 in a row. Fantastic. Okay, so we're minus 320. Let's spin again, and here we go. Okay, we didn't get 5 in a row, so we need to increase again, but first we need to sit out, and we need to make sure we don't hit third 12 or 0. Okay, we did not. It's time to bet again. So let's do so. Now we'll be at $250 each. We're minus 780 out of $2,000 bankroll. Still plenty of time to come back, but we need to get some wins. There's one right there with the 24 black. Fantastic. We're minus 530. Let's rebet and spin. We're winning $250 on each one of these spins. Let's see if we can win some in a row here. But no, that's another third 12. We've hit a million of them, and it's time to spin again without betting. And here we go. We're going to need a strong finish here. It's time to bet again. That's a 23 red. The streak ended. So we will increase. Now we're at 270 each. Come on, let's see if we can get some wins in a row finally after all this time. That's why we brought the bankroll that we did, and that's a 21 red. Okay, let's rebet and spin. And we still have a couple minutes left if we can just get our act together here. Oh my goodness, another one. They just keep coming like daggers. So we're going to spin again, make sure that the streak ends. And here we go. Okay, it's time to bet again. That's 11 black. There's not a streak of third 12s and zeros. So now we're at 290 each. And this is why we have such a large bankroll. In case something like this happens, we have, oh my goodness, it did it to us again. Let's check our bankroll now. My goodness, we don't have that much left. In fact, we only have $120 left. My goodness. So we're in real trouble now with this one, and I've seen this system do so well so many times, but man, this is not it. And actually, I don't even think the bets went out right that time, but we only had 120 left. So basically, we would have lost that either way, and that's our $2,000 bankroll. So we lost our bankroll with JS21 today. Test it out. Tell me how you guys do. It definitely does eliminate, losing in streaks with third 12s and zeros. And rarely does it perform like this. But I want you guys to test it out and share with me in the comments what you think of JS21. But now it is time for the new roulette system of the day. I can't wait to share this one with you. It looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it, and I'll show you what Warren's been up to here. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the new Revenue Accelerator by Warren. Let's go ahead and place the bets, and I'll show you everything he's been doing to win money in the casino. We're going to start with dollar bets on 000. Those are going to be singles, and we're going to actually place dollar bets on all the numbers 1 through 24. And you might say, well, why are we going to do that? Why don't you just place $12 on each And I'm going to show you why here in a second, and it'll make sense because we're going to be doing something that's going to be accelerating our wins. Let me fix those bets there as we go through. Okay, it's a $26 total bet. Let's go ahead and spin. The timer's set, and here we go. Okay, that's a 14 red. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be eliminating the numbers as we hit them. So, and then we're going to be resetting once we get to a certain profit level. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the 14. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. And now we have a $25 bet. Let's go ahead and spend. Then we'll check our profit after this one. That's a 28 black, and that's a loss. So when we have a loss with this, we're going to go ahead and double the bet. We're minus 15 right now. So now we have a $50 total bet, and let's see what we get. That's a 3 red. So now we're going to remove the 3. So let's go ahead and do that. We're up 7, and let's remove the 3 now. Okay, there we go. So now we have a $48 total bet. We're a minute and 5 in out of 15. And this is the Revenue Accelerator by Warren. Okay, that was another win. That's a $24 win. So now we're up 31. And we're going to remove the 10. So let's go ahead and do that now. There we go. Now we have a $46 bet. We're up 31, and let's go ahead and spend. I'm going to share with you when we reset here coming up. That's a 16 red. That's a nice $26 win, and we're up 57. So let's go ahead and remove the 16 now. All right, so now we have a $44 bet. Let's spin again. And you can see the revenue is accelerating as we remove the numbers. That's a 14 red. Now that's unlucky when you hit the same one twice, but that happens occasionally. And when that happens, we go ahead and double the bet. So now we're at 88. So let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 22 black. Okay, it's a $56 win. So now we're up $69, and we're going to remove the 22. There we go, and we have an $84 total bet now. We're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in out of 15. That's a 2 black. That's a $60 win. And now we've hit our profit goal of $100. Our next profit goal is going to be $200. So now we go back to the beginning again, and we start with $1 on each. So let's do that, and then let's get the revenue accelerating again. Okay, it's time to bet again. $26 total bet. 3 minutes and 10 seconds in with the Revenue Accelerator by Warren. And that's a 26 black. That's a loss, so we just doubled the bet. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And now we're at 52 total bet. Let's spin. Our next goal is going to be $200 of profit. That's another loss. So let's go ahead and double that. And spin. We're at 104 total now. 3 minutes, 36 seconds in. That's another loss, 32 red. So that's actually 3 losses in a row. We're going to double again. Now we're at 208. And I think we're due for a win. Let's see if we can get one. Okay, that's a 6 black. So let's go ahead and remove the 6 now. And that's an $80 win. We're up 20. That dropped us back to $27 profit though. So now we're going to remove the 6. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and spin at $200 total now. Here we go. That's a 36 red. That's another loss. Okay, so we're going to have to double to 400. And I tell you what, we've had a lot of losses for this system, but that's okay because we have a $2,000 bankroll with this one, and we'll be just fine, I think. That's a 24 black. That's a $176 win. Let's go ahead and remove the 24 now. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 9 red. Okay, it's a $192 win. We're up 195, and now we're going to remove the 9. Okay, we did that. Now we have a 368 total bet. We're 5 minutes and 15 seconds in out of 15. And that's a double zero. That's a $208 win. So now all of a sudden we're up 403. We jump past the $200 goal and the $300 goal and the $400 goal. Now our next goal is going to be $500. So now we go back to the original bet again. So let's go ahead and do that. I know it's kind of funny to put dollars on these when you could put the 12s, but hopefully now you understand why we're doing it. And doing really well so far. All right, we're almost there. If I can put the bets on the right spot. Okay, now we're at $26 total bet, 6 minutes in out of 15 with the Revenue Accelerator. And you can be a little more conservative as you increase your profits. And I'll share with you how to do that coming up here. Let's go ahead and double the bet. Okay, now we're at 52, and here we go. Let's see if we can get a win at 52, and that's a 32 red. We did not, so let's increase again. So we're going to go ahead and double the bet again to 104, and we're up 325. Here we go. That's a 7 red. That's a win. That's a good one. Okay, so now we're going to remove that. And there we go. Okay, and remember our next goal is going to be $500. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a loss. Okay, so we're up 265. We're going to double the bet to 200 and spin. Ooh, that's another loss. 25 red. Okay, so that's a loss there. We're up 65. Let's double again, and now we're at 400 total. We're 7 minutes, 30 seconds in out of 15. That's a 19 red. Okay, that's a $176 win. We're up 241. And what I was telling you before is if you get over the $100 bet limit and you're not in session profit, but you're doing really well, go ahead and reset. And so the more profit you get up, we're up 241 now. The better chance you have of continuing to do well because you have a little bit of power when it comes to when you want to when you want to stop chasing it, basically. So let's go ahead and put the bets back out again, because when you're up a lot, you don't want to risk losing everything just to make more. You want to stay up and continue to make profit. And a lot of times you can actually make it up in no time anyway, so it's really not worth it to chase it to the exact dollar amount. And that's a 36 red. We just lost. That just proves it right there. If we were at a high bet amount and that happened again, we could possibly be in trouble. So let's go ahead and double the bet to 52 now. We're 8 minutes, 40 seconds in out of 15. That's another loss. See what I mean? That would have been catastrophic if we haven't lowered the bet. So that's really important. We're up 163 now. We'll get to the 104 bet total here. That's a good one. That's a 0. That's a $40 win. And like I said, if you get over the $100 amount, you can go ahead and restart. But let's go ahead and stay at 104 at least one more here. If we go any higher than that, then we can always go back to the start. And that's a 2 black. That's a $40 win, and I think we should restart now. We're up 243. So let's go ahead and do that. You always want to be as safe as possible, and when you're doing well playing roulette. So protect that bankroll, and here we go. Okay, it's time to bet again. Let me take that last one off. There we go. It's 26 total. We're almost 10 minutes in out of 15 with the accelerator from Warren. All right, that's a $10 win. We're up 253. Let's just rebet and spin, but we're going to take off the 21. Let's do that first. And there we go. Okay, it's time to bet again. 25 total. Here we go. All right, that's a 15 black. That's a win, and we're up 264. Let's go ahead and now we're going to take off the 15. There we go. And I know we're going up in $100 increments, and we kind of went away from that as we started doing well. And that's just to protect the bankroll, but the system is supposed to go up $100 at a time. So it's up to you how you want to incorporate that. Let's go ahead and double after that loss. Let's see if we can get some wins here. We can probably make that back up anyway. We're 11 minutes in out of 15, but we're starting to see some bad numbers here. So let's go ahead and double again. And we're at 96 now. That's a 3 red. Okay, that's a win. So let's go ahead and remove that. And here we go. Okay, $92 total bet now. Let's spin. What's an 8 black? And see, we're going to win some of that back because since we're not over the $100 total bet limit, like I was saying, we can ride this out and hopefully get a bunch of wins. So now we're up 292. We need to remove the 8. There we go. Let's go ahead and spin at 88 now. 12 minutes in out of 15 with the Revenue Accelerator by Warren. And that's a 22 black. Okay, that's a nice $56 win. And since we're still under that 100 limit, we can keep going. We're up 348. And this is what I was talking about. You can get a lot of it back without risking everything because the bets aren't that high right now. And let's take the 22 out now. Okay, so now we're up 84. I'm sorry, the bet's 84. We're 12 and a half minutes in out of 15. That's a loss with a 33 black. Okay, so we're up 264. Let's go ahead and double the bet. And now we're over 100, so we can play a little more conservative if we need to. Ooh, that's another loss, though. So let's see what that puts us. And we're only up 96 now, so I think we do need to double one more time to 336. And let's see if we can get a win here. That's a 4 black. Okay, that's a 240 win. We're at 336. We need to restart. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's because we went over that $100 bet limit, and we're close enough to session profit. We don't want to risk it past this point. So the good thing is that if you stay under that $100 bet and you get a bunch of wins in a row like we were doing earlier, you can make up all of that money easily without the risk. So when there's extra risk, you want to reset more often. Let's go ahead and spin again, $26 total. And but if you're under that 100 and you just keep winning, you can just stay right where you're at and keep increasing your wins. And we're up 346 now. Let's rebet and spin. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We needed to take that one off, though. Let me get that one off there. That's a 7 red. So now we need to remove the 7 and the 3. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. There we go. Okay, now we have a $24 total bet. We're up 356, and as long as the bets stay low, we can just stay here and keep removing the numbers and keep increasing our profits. But we just lost that one, so we need to double. Okay, we're at 48 now after we doubled. We're 14 and a half minutes in out of 15. That's a 6 black. Okay, that's a good win at 24. We're up 356. So we'll stay right there at 48, but we need to take the 6 off. Okay, we did. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 2 black. Yeah, that's a $26 win, and we just ran out of time. So the Revenue Accelerator by Warren made $382 profit in 15 minutes, and is definitely the champion today. And definitely test this one out on your simulator. You can use Roulette Royale or whatever you like, but the main thing is share your results in the comments. And that's so important to help everyone else in the community out. And remember to send your systems in, just like Warren did today, to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. I pick a new one every single day of the week, and at 7 a.m. Central Time, I test it out, and then it's your guys' turn to test it out and let me know what you guys think. And that helps me out, helps the community out, and I really appreciate it. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.